Hey guys! Welcome to our channel, Product Reviews. A place where you get information about trending products and concepts in the world with purchase links. If you have not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe. Be the first to type, "I am subscribed," in the comment box below. Without much wasting your time, let's get started. Sony's 3.1ch Atmos/DTS:X soundbar is tailor-made for smaller rooms. If you don't have the space for a full surround sound system, the HT G700 is a smart way of bringing Atmos to the home with a smaller footprint. It isn't the surround sound experience Sony suggests it is. But the vertical surround engine works brilliantly in creating high channels without the aid of upfiring speakers. It brings Atmos/DTS:X sound south of 500 pounds but doesn't use upfiring speakers. Instead it uses a piece of wizardry called the vertical surround engine. As a method of getting object-based audio into the home, it's quite the innovation. The Sony HT G700 supports Dolby Atmos and DTS:X. It comes with a simple easy-to-use remote control and has a button labeled Immersive A to enhance audio, which is not in Dolby Atmos. The remote control lets you toggle through a bunch of modes including standard, cinema, and music. It also lets you control the volume level, subwoofer level and more. The soundbar can get pretty loud as it has a sound output of 400 watts. For inputs, it has optical audio input, USB Type-A, Bluetooth version 5, one HDMI output that supports eARC, and one HDMI input for pass-through with support for 4K at 60 Hz and Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. It does not support Wi-Fi, which is a bummer. There's a slight two-tone aspect to its black finish, with the top surface covered in a matte black texture and the front of the main unit taken up entirely by the speaker grille. It hews to the appearance of the all-in-one HyDex 8500 with its slim aesthetic and rounded curves. It should be able to sit in front of the TV without blocking the IR signal, particularly if your TV comes with a central stand over feet. Get up close and you can spy the drivers inside, though you won't notice the front display left of center. The display is easy to read and supports 5 characters before scrolling through the rest of the field. The display's brightness can be dimmed or turned off if it proves a nuisance. Supporting 3.1 channels, all 3 speakers hew to a 45 by 100 mm cone-type driver design with a center designated for dialogue. The sub features a 160 mm cone-type design, and all told there's 400 watts of power on tap. On the top plate are buttons for power, source input, Bluetooth and volume. If you don't fancy getting up from your seat, the soundbar does come with a slender wand for operation. The layout is simple and the buttons self-explanatory, but you will want to get acquainted with it as you'll be using it a fair bit. The soundbar supports wall mounting with brackets included in the box, though screws aren't provided. An optical cable is also included for connection to a TV. The most buzzworthy aspect of the HT G700 is its vertical surround engine. It aims to deliver a 7.1.2 surround sound experience using just digital sound processing. It's a lofty ambition, and it also means it conforms to your environment better, especially for those without the space for a full surround setup. Both Dolby Atmos and DTS:X object surround sound audio are supported. Also in Sony's bag of tricks is the S-Force Pro front surround that virtually reproduces a surround field to give the impression of effects coming from the sides. S-Force Pro elevates the audio up so it matches the HUD on screen. The HT G700 doesn't come with a plethora of HDMI connections. What it does have is a solo HDMI input, a HDMI eARC output and an optical input. There is a USB input, but this is reserved for updates. Pass-through of HDR10, HLG, which BBC iPlayer and Sky Q use, and Dolby Vision is supported. There are 3 audio modes available in Standard, Cinema, and Music. Standard focuses on mid-range and treble reproduction and works best for TV. Cinema amplifies bass, while Music hones in on voices. Auto Sound automatically selects from one of the 3 depending on what you're watching. Press the Immersive A button, and that switches on the vertical surround engine to upscale content to 7.1.2. This also works with 2.0 broadcast content. In terms of operation, you should read the instructions first. The menu system is surprisingly deep and somewhat complicated. Once figured out, you can alter speaker settings, update firmware and change audio settings. Bluetooth is 5.0, and supported codecs are SBC and AAC. Pretty much every audio track you can think of is supported by the eARC connection, including some you might not know of, DTS HDLBR. However, the HDMI input doesn't support audio formats with copy protections added, such as Super Audio CD or DVD audio. If you have enough space for a surround system, then no, you shouldn't buy the HT G700. This is an Atmos soundbar system for situations where it isn't practical to fit multiple speakers in one space. When considered for smaller rooms, the HT G700 makes more sense. Sony's claims of surround sound are overstated, but in terms of producing height effects that Atmos/DTS:X feeds on, you'll be well served by the HT G700. There is a thin, somewhat squashed aspect to the sound, but it puts in a solid, and at times impressive performance with film, TV and music alike. If you're interested in getting Atmos for a small room, the HT G700 is a smart way of achieving that goal. The Sony HT G700 Soundbar is available in India for 39,990 rupees. It is cheaper than its US price, which is $600, 45,000 rupees approximately directly converted. In addition to the HT G700, Sony currently has 3 Dolby Atmos enabled soundbars it sells in India. One is the above-mentioned HT Z9F, the other is the HT X8500 and the last one is the premium HT SD5000. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys can initiate a discussion in the comment box, if you have any different opinions about the contents in this video. Be the first to start the debate in the box below. Purchase links related to the products in this video are kept in description. We will be grateful, if you could please make your next purchase from that link, as this will help us to grow our channel. Good morning, good evening and good night, whichever part of the world you are from. Don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. I will assure you to make quality and interesting videos in future. This is Jason Peter, signing off.